Hello learners, I am Siba. Now we can move to lesson 6 journal. In this lesson, we can study the meaning of journal, journalizing, journal entries and process of journalizing. Journal is a book of accounts in which all day-to-day business transactions are recorded in a chronological order. That is, every transaction is recorded in the order of occurrence. In this book, transactions are recorded for the first time. So, it is known as Book of Original Record or Book of Primary Entry. Transactions recorded in journal are known as entries. Now we can study what is journalizing. The process of recording transactions in the journal is known as journalizing. What is the purpose of preparing the journal? Journal provides date-wise record of all the business transactions. Journal gives complete information about a transaction at one place. Journal provides an explanation of each transaction. It also helps in the understanding of the principles of double entry system. It is easier to post the entries of the journal into ledger without any difficulty. Here is the format of journal. It includes date column, particulars column, ledger folio column, debit amount column and credit amount column. So once again I am giving you information relating to the format of journal, that is date, particulars, ledger folio, DR amount means debit amount column, CR means credit amount column. Now let us study each column one by one. First is the date column. In this column, record the date of the transaction with its month and accounting year. Year is written only once. Month is also written only once for all the transactions of that particular month. The accounts affected by a transaction are recorded in the particulars column. While doing this, we have to identify accounts which have to be debited and credited. In the first line, write the name of the account to be debited, against which DR is written, that is capital D and small r is written. In the second line, after leaving some space, name of the account which has to be credited is written. The word to, may be prefixed with it. In the next line, narration is written, that is brief explanation of the transaction. Narration is the explanation of a particular journal entry. In the particulars column, a line is drawn before making the next entry, so as to separate the two entries. So, how to write an entry in the particulars column I have described. First you are writing the name of the account to be debited in the first line, then the name of the account to be credited, then the narration, then you have to draw a line only in the particulars column so as to separate the two entries. Next comes the ledger folio column. The transaction in the journal is posted in the ledger. Page number of ledger on which the two accounts are opened is written in the column of ledger folio. Debit amount column, that is DR, short form is we will write in the form of abbreviation DR, that is debit amount column. In this column, the amount to be debited is written against the same line in which the debited account is written. Last column is credit amount column. CR means credit. In this column, the amount to be credited is written against the same line in which the credited account is written. Once again, I am showing you a journal with one entry. Here there is a transaction, commenced business with cash. Here date column is filled. Particulars column is filled with the account to be debited and the account to be credited. And then ledger folio column, then debit amount column and credit amount column. Now let us study how we can process this. At the end of each page, the two columns are totaled. That is, the debit amount column and credit amount column are totaled and are carried forward to the next page. And we will write in this page carried forward, that is C bar F. This total is written in the next page, on the top of the next page. There we will write another word known as brought forward. We will write in short form B bar F, brought forward. What is the process of journalizing? In the process of journalizing, we have to identify the accounts, then recognize the account and then apply the rules of debit and credit. Here is a transaction. Goods of rupees 5,000 sold for cash. We have to identify the accounts or affected accounts. In this transaction, affected accounts are cash account and sales account. Goods are sold for cash. Cash is coming to the business. Goods are sold for cash. Cash is coming to the business. So, cash account is affected and sales, the goods are sold. So, sales account is affected. Then recognize the account. We have studied type of accounts: asset account, liability account, capital account, expense account or revenue account. Under these category, in which category cash account and sales account will come? Cash account is an asset account and sales account is a revenue account. Then apply the rules of debit and credit. Ascertain which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Cash account will be debited as cash is an asset and it is increasing. Cash is coming inside the business, it is increasing. Sales account will be credited as sales is increasing or revenue is increasing. Rule for asset account: when asset is increasing, it is debited. So, cash account is debited. Rule for revenue account: when revenue is increasing, it is credited. So, sales account is credited. When you are writing in the journal, it will be in this form: cash account debit to sales account. In some cases, we can write the account to be credited without the preposition to also. So, in this format, I have written without the preposition to. Cash account debit to sales account, amount 5,000. Narration is there, goods sold for cash. Narration will be written in brackets. Here is a question. Analyze the following transaction using the modern approach for classification of accounts in a tabular form. In 2012, January 1st, Anil started business with cash, 50,000. How can we identify the accounts to be debited and credited? Anil started business with cash 50,000. Affected accounts are cash and capital. Cash is coming inside the business in the form of capital. So, we have to identify which are the main accounts affected. Cash is an asset account Cash is increasing, so cash account is debited. Capital can be included in capital account. When capital increases, it is credited. So the entry will be in this form, cash account debit and capital account will be credited. Next transaction is paid into bank, rupees 20,000, that is on January 2nd. Affected accounts are bank account and cash account. Bank account can be included under asset account. Cash is also an asset account. Bank balance increases. Cash is going from the business, so cash is decreasing. Rule for asset account, when asset is increasing, it is debited. Bank as an asset, it is increasing, so it is debited. Rule for asset account, when asset is decreasing, it is credited. So cash is decreasing, it is credited. Bank account debit to cash. Next transaction is goods are purchased for cash. Affected accounts are purchases account and cash. Purchases can be included as an expense. So expense increases. Rule for expense account, when expense increases, it is debited. So purchases account is debited. Cash is going from the business, so it is decreasing. Cash is an asset account. Rule for asset account, when asset decreases, it will be credited. Therefore, the entry will be in this form, purchases account debit to cash. When you are writing this in the form of journal, you have to fill all the date column, particulars column, ledger folio column, debit amount column and credit amount column. Now you have identified which are the accounts and you know the rule. Now we can directly write in the journal. In 2012, January 1st, cash account debit to capital account. So how we will write in the journal? In 2012, January 1st, we will write in the date column 2012, January 1st. Then in the particulars column, cash account debit to capital account. We will write the narration after writing the account to be debited and account to be credited. Narration here is capital brought in. Amount in the debit amount column and in the credit amount column. Second entry, we will write date in the date column. Then account to be debited is bank account. Account to be credited is cash account. Cash paid into bank. Bank account debit to cash. Amount 20,000 in the debit column and 20,000 in the credit column. Here, while writing the amount, you please note when the account to be debited is written on the first line, on the same line you have to write the amount to be debited. Account to be credited is written on the second line. Then on the same line you have to write the amount to be credited. Third transaction occurred on January 4th. Entry is purchases account debit to cash. Goods are purchased for cash. That is the narration. After writing the narration in the particulars column, we have to draw a line. Here amount 10,000 in the amount column, that is on January 4th, purchased goods worth rupees 10,000. So purchases account debit 10,000 to cash 10,000 in the credit column. Here are some more transactions. On January 8th, machinery purchased and paid by check, rupees 5,000. January 12th, sold goods to Pranaya, rupees 12,000. One more transaction, January 15th, purchased goods from Gunakshi, rupees 16,000. On January 8th, transaction was like this, machinery purchased and paid by check. Which are the affected accounts? Machinery is coming inside the business, so machinery is increasing machinery account, and paid by check, so bank account and machinery account are the affected accounts. Machinery will come under asset account. Bank also will come under asset account. Rule for asset account: debit when there is an increase in the asset, credit when there is a decrease in the asset. Machinery is increasing, bank is decreasing. So, machinery account is debited and bank account is credited. Sold goods to Pranaya on January 12th. Which are the affected accounts? Pranaya is a debtor. This is a credit transaction. Goods are sold. So, sales account and Pranaya's account are the two affected accounts. Sales will come under revenue account. Rule for revenue account: when revenue increases, it is credited. In the case of Pranaya, debtor being an asset, when asset increases, it is debited. Purchased goods from Gunakshi. This is also a credit transaction. Purchases and Gunakshi's account are the two affected accounts. Purchases account will come under expense account. Expense increases, it is debited. Rule for expense account: when expense increases, it is debited. So, purchases account is debited. Gunakshi being a creditor can be included under liability account. When liability increases, it is credited. So, Gunakshi's account is credited. When you are writing in the form of journal, this is the format. Date in the date column, particulars column you will write these entries in this form. Machinery account debit to bank, machinery purchased and paid by check, narration. Pranaya's account debit to sales, goods sold on credit to Pranaya. Purchase goods on credit from Gunakshi. Purchases account debit to Gunakshi. Amount in the amount column, both debit column and in the credit column. On January 18th, here is another transaction: sold goods for cash. And on January 20, received cash from Pranaya, rupees 12,000. Sold goods for cash. Affected accounts are cash account and sales account. Cash being an asset is increasing. So, cash account is debited. Rule for asset account: debit when there is an increase in the asset account. Sales can be included as a revenue account. Rule for revenue account: when revenue increases, it is credited. So, cash account is debited and sales account is credited. Received cash from Pranaya. Affected accounts are cash account and Pranaya's account. Cash as an asset is increasing. So, it is debited. Rule for asset account: debit when there is an increase in the asset. Pranaya is a debtor. As an asset, the rule for asset account: when asset is decreasing, it is credited. So, Pranaya's account is credited. In the form of journal, when we write, this is the format. Cash account debit to sales, narration goods sold for cash, cash account debit to Pranaya, cash received from debtor Pranaya. Amount in the amount column and date in the date column. Withdrew cash for personal use. This transaction is on January 31st. One more transaction on this date: rent paid. Withdrew cash for personal use. Affected accounts are drawings account and cash account. Money is withdrawn from the capital. So, drawings can be included under capital account. Capital is decreasing. So, drawings account is debited and cash is going from the business. Cash can be included under asset account. Rule for asset account: when asset is decreasing, it is credited. So, entry will be drawings account debit to cash. Next transaction: rent paid. Affected accounts are rent and cash. Rent being an expense is increasing. Rule for expense account: when expense increases, it is debited. Cash is going from the business, that is, cash can be included under asset account. Asset is decreasing. Rule for asset account: when asset is decreasing, it is credited. So, cash account is credited. When we write in the journal, it can be in this form: drawings account debit to cash, rent account debit to cash. Compound entries: entries that affect more than two accounts are called compound entries. It is otherwise known as combined entries. A compound entry contains more than one debit or credit or both. Here is an example. Cash paid for rent rupees 2000 and for salary rupees 4000. If you are writing in the form of a compound entry, rent account debit 2000, salary account debit 4000, to cash 6000. Here rent account and salary account is debited and cash is going from the business, so cash is credited. Rent and salary being expenses are debited because expense is increasing. Both rent and salary as expense increasing, so it is debited. Cash is going from the business. Rule for asset account: when asset decreases, it is credited. Cash paid to Vikram rupees 4900. He allowed us discount rupees 100. Asset is increasing, so Vikram's account is debited. Cash is going from the business. Under asset account, cash can be included. When asset is decreasing, it is credited. And discount is an income in this transaction. When revenue increases, it is credited. So, discount account is credited. Here we have two credits and one debit. So, this is also a compound journal entry. If we have a large number of transactions, recording all the transactions in the journal will find it very difficult. So, it makes necessary for big business organizations to start subsidiary books. We have subsidiary books like cash book, sales book, purchases book, sales returns book or returns inward book, purchases returns book or returns outward book and journal proper. These types of books are opened when we have a large number of transactions. Here are some of the transactions which you have to deal with while writing the journal entries. Purchase of goods on credit. Affected accounts are purchases account and suppliers account. Purchases account as an expense, it is increasing, it is debited. Supplier as a creditor, it is increasing. Supplier as a creditor, it is increasing, so it is credited. Next, sale of goods on credit. Which are the affected accounts? Customers account and sales account. Customers account is debited. Sales as a revenue increasing, it is credited. Purchase of asset. Asset is increasing, so asset account and cash account are the affected accounts. Asset account is debited. Cash is decreasing as an asset. When asset decreases, it is credited. So, cash account is credited. Started business with capital. Cash account is increasing as an asset. Cash is increasing, so it is debited. Capital when increases, it is credited. So, cash account debit to capital account. Collection of cash from customers. Cash account debit to customers account. Collection of check from customers. Bank account debit to customers account. And if discount is allowed, then discount being an expense is debited. So, cash account debit or bank account debit, discount allowed account debit to customers account. Next transaction, goods purchased for cash. Purchases being an expense increases, so purchases account is debited. Cash is going from the business, asset decrease, so cash account is credited. Cash sales, cash account is debited, sales account. As revenue increases, sales account is credited. Opening a bank account, balance increases, asset increases, so bank account is debited. Cash is going from the business, so cash is decreasing, rule for asset account. Credit when the asset is decreasing, so cash account is credited. So, in this lesson, we have studied what is journal, what are the process of journalizing and compound journal entries. Hope you understood this very well. Thank you.
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर
शिक्षा और परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता